interesting than what the team does on the court, because he's not going to start over Rashad McCants because seniority and stuff like that's going to play into a factor. And, you know, we look at McCants, and it's really hard saying his name because of all the stuff he said about Roy Williams, about Carolina basketball in a negative light. So we overlook how good he was on the court. Now, he could put the ball in a bucket at a very premium level from three-point range. So he's not starting over him. You don't feel like he's going to play... I don't think he's going to play small ball because you don't want to take David Noel off the court. You don't, you know, you're not going to play, or if you're going to play small, you're going to put Marvin Williams, something like that.
You ain't taking Sean May off.
You're not taking Sean May or Jawad Williams. So
that's what I'm saying. That team,
the team is deeper.
Who do you take off the? Who are you taking? You taking Marvin Williams out too?
Right.
Because that Marvin Williams was
the missing piece.
Yeah, he was this big guy that Carolina really needed. David Noel is another guy where it's like, you know, you could say the talent wasn't really there, but we've seen multiple articles written about how if he's not on that team doesn't win a title.
Right.
If he doesn't play the role he played, that team doesn't win a title. So, I mean, I don't know. That's one of those ones where I'm glad that you mentioned it. We know how JR is. We know that JR loves him some JR, and that's cool. But it would have been interesting to see how they would have handled that. And to me, I think that, you know, because of that, because that team won a title, you wonder if you add that in, does that really help you at all? I mean, I don't know, because you
get deeper.
Right.
That's it.
We talked about this before we got on here. There's an argument that could be made that 05 title team is the best title win under Roy Williams, because they played the most difficult team out of any of the teams that Carolina's played in the national championship game under Roy Williams. So, I mean, that's the thing. I wouldn't change the chemistry of that team. I think that Kobe Bryant could have been the missing piece for the 96-97. I think Kevin Durant could have been that missing piece for 06-07. I don't know if J.R. Smith would have made a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So final answer, you're 96-97?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Kobe, yep. And I'm assuming 06.
Yeah. I'm taking it because there's too much top to bottom talent, depth.
I feel you. Very good chance that both of those teams could have won.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wonder. You know, I mean, that would have been just such a great way for Coach Smith to go out, win a title with a guy that would have probably still gone on and been a once-in-a-generation player in Kobe Bryant. You know, and it's fun. This is the types of things that are fun to be able to debate on the podcast and debate in person. Yeah. This would not be as good over the phone.
That's what makes it better. Is now we're in person. As I said, it's the off season, so we're going to have to go to the shower and go to the bathroom to find more fun topics to talk about. This is the first of many that we're going to try to roll out.
Next shower idea.
Yeah, right.
Presented by.
all we need is a title sponsor. We got a segment or something like that.
Who wants to present our? I don't think we should pitch that. If we try to pitch the businesses. Do you want to sponsor our shower ideas? No. No.
But so with that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to let Anthony talk to you guys about our website.
Well, the Heel Tough Blog website is, of course, not buzzing at the same level that it is sometimes this year because, again, we still don't have spring football to talk about, but we have an update on what the new timeline is for the return to campus. There's a lot of promise that this thing is going to happen in terms of college football 2020, Carolina returning to the field. There's also some great stuff in there about when the basketball team will be able to return as well. So make sure you go and read that article. On the basketball side of things, we've got the most underappreciated Tar Heels article that is out. Make sure you guys read that. Give us your starting five of the most underappreciated guys and tell us what you think of ours. We worked pretty hard on that. That was something that we thought was a really cool idea because we talked about just a lot of guys in program history because it's a blue blood program and so well steeped in history that a lot of guys were getting forgotten about. So we figured that we go back and look at some of those. There's some really good ones on there, some ones that might be a really good trip down memory lane that you really don't remember a whole lot about, but we'll definitely also learn a little bit about when you read those articles. And then, of course, we've got all those recruiting breakdowns on there for you. Our guy that we just brought on, Mark Cranks, who's doing a fantastic job for us. He's been breaking down that 2020 class in depth, giving you a look at each and every guy, and it's a little bit more in depth than when we were writing commitment articles. It kind of goes into what he expects them to bring. He makes some comparisons to former Tar Heels, which I think is great because I know that, when you bring up some of these comparisons for some of these guys around college basketball, there are Tar Heel fans who really aren't as invested in college basketball as they are in the Tar Heels, so they don't really keep up with it as much. I like the former Tar Heel player comparisons because it feels like you can get a feel of what these guys could be through the guys that you already know. And then he's getting ready to actually wrap that up. He'll put out his final one, Caleb Loves, next week. So that means that we've got 5 guys for you to go out and check out on the website. Kerwin Walton's on there. RJ Davis is on there, as well as I know I'm gonna blank.
Donovan Puff Johnson, Walker Kessler, and just put up Dayron Sharp yesterday.
Dayron Sharp just went up yesterday, so you got all those guys up there. So make sure you go and check that out. Football side of things, we're still rolling with the best players to ever wear the numbers. That is one that is a lot more work than I originally thought it was going to be, but it's definitely well worth it. A really good trip down memory lane for the Tar Heel fans who have been around for a while. And then, of course, we're going to start having some fun articles that'll be coming out here over the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to do one about some of the teams that we would like to see the Tar Heels potentially play in the non-conference, some home-and-home series that would be interesting. And then, of course, we'll be getting ready for the season. It's time to start preparing because as of right now, as I said a little while ago, it looks like the season's going to start on time. So I'll make sure that I have all that stuff ready for you guys and up there ready to go. And then we'll, of course, do the same thing when it comes basketball season.
All right, buddy. Get you a sip of drink, and I'll take this home the rest of the way. So before I let you go, we're going to encourage you guys to like and review the podcast. We're on every major podcast platform. Most notably, we're on Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and TuneIn. Give us a like. Review me, review Anthony, review our shower and bathroom discussions. More importantly, we encourage you guys to subscribe. That way you get a new podcast in your podcast feed after every time we upload one. Well, with that, we are going to get out of here. I want to thank Anthony for coming or inviting me over to come and do a podcast.
This is my house.
To come over and do a podcast. It's been since the first time, I believe it was the ACC tournament. We've done an in-person podcast. It's been a lot of fun. So thanks for having me over. We encourage you guys to continue to stay strong, stay healthy, practice social distancing, and sooner or later we'll be back to sports. Well, with that, we're going to sign off. And as always, go Tar Heels.